Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stephen A. Williams with Making Money with Stephen A. Williams here on YouTube. And if you're watching from another platform, I would like to thank you for taking your time. I know that everybody's time is precious. What we're going to talk about in this video is the Facebook campaign model that I've utilized, I would say, probably since 2013. This model has just worked wonders for my business. I've utilized it for other businesses that I've consulted with, and I always try to figure out some sort of tactic or some sort of other gimmick to like beat this formula. But I think that this reason why this formula works is because it's doing the job of what is necessary to get in touch with people. Like, to be able to get in touch with people's lives. We're so busy. We're doing over here, relaxing. We're watching TV. We're going to an event. We're going to work. We reading a book. We're looking on the internet. We're doing all of this stuff. And then someone introduces something to us, and we want to do it, but we got to fit it in with all of that stuff that we're doing. And so when I came up with this strategy here, and it works for all platforms, but when I came up with this strategy, it worked wonders. It took me 3 months, though, of just having faith that it would work, but I had just put it in order. And the reason why I had put this in order was because what I did, rather than just like trying to come up with some sort of gimmick or formula to get people to buy from my company, what I did is I just looked at what was going on with people. I looked at what was going on with myself, what was going on with me when I was introduced to product or service that I would probably, either need or want to get. But what is the process that I would need to be able to, to really focus on making a decision on getting that product or service? And when I started to think about that, it was like, whoa, really? The ones that I've purchased were the ones that stayed in front of my face as much as they could. Like, they wasn't hassling me, but they did continually stay top of my mind. So like when I saw them, I was like, oh, there they go again. When I saw them over there they go again. But it wasn't like what you're thinking with retargeting. Like, retargeting stuff really gets people upset. It gets me upset. I don't like where I go to a website and then all of a sudden it's like the ad is following me around. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a very unintrusive way to stay in front of your prospect, but also that it's very important that when that prospect is ready to make a move, you're the one that comes to their mind first. It's like they want to do business with you because of what I'm about to show you right here. So the first thing, everything starts with that idea. Like, you have an idea for your business. You think you want your business to be this big, huge, successful business. It's your dream. You want it to come true. But the problem is that you don't have enough customers. And you're trying to figure out ways to get more customers. You're probably boosting posts on Facebook. Maybe you're running campaigns on TikTok. Maybe you're doing stuff on Google and you're not seeing the result that you want. And also, the thing that you don't probably take into account is that there's everybody else, your competition out there trying to do it. And depending on what product or service you have, your competition could be against what's called free. I call it the competition of free, where people could go on YouTube and learn how to do it, and they think that they're doing it and learning it for free. That is our competition. Just like you're watching this video for free. Like, a lot of people say, okay, I'm going to just go on YouTube and figure out how to do this. Somebody put a video on there to teach me how to do it for free. And then a lot of people are like, okay, well, what's missing? Like, why isn't it not? Why? I saw them do it makes sense why it's not working for me. A lot of that has to do with the mindset, but we won't get into that here. But I'm going to give you the formula, though. I'm going to give you the formula that has made me millions of dollars. This works. There's no doubt in my mind. I know it works. I see it every day. I've benefited from it. It works. So I'm going to just break it down. First thing is that you have an idea. Your business, you want it to be successful. So how are we going to get people to look at your business and to consider doing business with you? Because we know that people are very busy right now. People are doing all the different things that they want to do. But we know that people buy stuff. That's the thing. And I think that that's what gets people frustrated. Is they're like, I know that people need my product or service. So you're like, how do I get enough people to look at my product or service? And then you're thinking, I just need to just blast out advertisement. Maybe I'll do radio. Maybe I'll do TV. Maybe I'll do boosting on Facebook, LinkedIn, all these places. And then all of a sudden you spent thousands of dollars and you have no result, no trackable result. That's why this formula here works. So pay close attention. So the first thing, and we're going to use Facebook as an example, is that we have to identify what we are selling to people, like what's in it for them, and we need to put that into an advertisement. It could be an image ad, it could be a video ad. Actually, for me, the image ads work 10 times better than the video ads. I know that there's some people that like to do video ads, but for me, the image ads just outpace the video ads. And the reasoning that I think behind that is that when people look at stuff, just like you're looking at me, you maybe don't know it, but subconsciously there's certain judgments that you'll make just by me talking to you. There's subconscious, based on your life, your upbringing, everything. There's judgments you can't even, with some of it, you can't even help it. It's like you're just going to make a judgment based on the way that your life, that your upbringing, everything. So you have to keep that in mind when you're advertising too. When you're doing an image ad, it gives people less of a chance to make that type of a judgment. They're going to just basically look at the picture. And they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The reason why a picture is worth 1,000 words, because if you get the right picture up there, it'll identify with thousands of people. That it lets them put in what they want rather than them having to listen to you with what you want them to hear. So it's like you're reversing. That's why it always works very good with the pictures. But you can obviously do it with the video. Now, you will know if this is working. Like, this is test number 1. You will know if this is working if, number 1, and we're going to use the Facebook example, you got to have clicks. If your ad is working, you will have clicks. Like, period, point blank. If you have no clicks, the ad needs to be changed. It's not working. So we call this a winning ad. So if you have clicks, that's a winning ad. The next part is to know if your ad is getting people to do what you need it to do, which is to generate leads. You will know this. So this is test number 1. This is test number 2. Am I generating leads from this ad? If you're not, something is wrong with your lead capture. Something is not right. Something is not identifying right with your ad. You need to make some adjustments. If you're using a landing page, you need to fix that landing page. If you're using lead forms, Facebook allows you to use lead forms. You need to fix that lead form, because you need to be getting a good percentage of the people should be opting in from your lead form. So you will know if you pass test number 2 is that if you're generating leads. So if people are clicking your ad, so we know we have a winning ad, people are leaving their information on here, you know that you have a good lead capture page or lead capture form, then you know that you just got an A+ here and you just got an A+ right there. But you're not finished yet. You're not finished yet. The next step that you have to take is that what do you do with those leads? With my company, what we do is we send them to an autoresponder, And this autoresponder is just in case you're not you don't understand what an autoresponder is. This is where you can put your data from your lead form directly into an autoresponder, and the autoresponder will email out and do everything automatically. If you wanted to send out an email right away when they opt in on the form, it could be a thank you email. Hey, thank you for opting in. We really want to help you with your situation. One of my sales reps is going to call you within one business day from this number, whatever you want to put in there. That's what those autoresponders are made for. And then the other benefit of the autoresponder next is that you want to program in, and the way that I do it is every 3 days. So this is day one, sorry. Immediately they get a thank you email, introductory email, and that email sends them over here. I'll speak on that in a second. So, but what the big benefit of an autoresponder is, like, you have an employee that's like sitting there and it's like, okay, we just got a new lead. Let's send our information to them. And it doesn't matter how many leads come in a day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Today they're right here with number one. Tomorrow or 3 days later, they're going to be getting email number 2. But every day you're going to be having people that's coming down the line in the process. So you're going to always be sending people through, getting the day one email, the day 3 days later, 3 days later. Like, you're just continually running your ad, filling in this funnel to get more and more people to go through your autoresponder. Now, I always suggest that people do like 5 or 6 days. When I started it, I only did 5 days, but now it's built up to probably, I think I have about 80 emails in there, and I do it 3 days. So if someone becomes a lead with one of my companies, they're going to get every 3 days, it's 80 emails. If you times that times 3, think of how many months of emails that are put in there. And if a person at any point are ready to make a move on, working with that company, with my company, they're going to do it, because it's like, this company stayed top of mind, always sent me content about what they're doing, and I'm ready to make a move. I got my money right, or whatever it is. But they're going to come to the company that stayed in contact with them. Another thing that an autoresponder allows you to do is to do mass email. And something that I do, not every company might does it, but every day I send out a mass email to my list, because I want to make a direct offer for them to do business with us. So now when you have this put together, and this is going to be content based, where you're letting them know the benefits of what your product or service can bring to them, and then you're giving them a call to action to be able to either go to your sales page, or to maybe book an appointment, or to just let them know that your office is going to be following back up with them. You can utilize that the way that you need to use it. The next thing that we do is, when they become a lead, we send them to our sales page on that first one. We want to make as many sales as possible from the leads that when they first come in. We want to make sure that we have an opportunity to make a sale right away from them. So we send them this one here to thank you, send them to the sales page, but we also do the follow-up with my team, where they're going to call and they're going to text, and we do have an automatic text service, and we're also utilizing, I'm going to put this in here, an application that uses AI technology that also communicates back and forth. It sends an automatic text to the lead that opted in, and they're going back and forth with the AI saying, hey, would you like to book an appointment? The AI said, the AI says thank you, reminds them how we got their information, and then if they respond back, it'll say, okay, would you like to book an appointment to speak to one of our sales agents? And it will go back and forth with them, and I'll see people talking for weeks, and sometimes a couple of weeks with the AI, and the AI is programmed off of the questions that we put in there that we knew people would always ask, and off of what the new questions that people ask. Once we put an answer in there that it just builds and builds and builds on the AI. This is an excellent technology that you can utilize. And what they do is this AI system sets up appointments for my reps. So they can have appointments set up, and then when my reps talk to them, either here or when they set up those appointments, they're going to talk to them about what we had to offer, and we turn that into cash. That's all you have to do. Now, the only thing, so I mean, this, and with the sales page, I might as well throw this in, because I know some people are probably thinking about this, and we got our A+ here by having this in order, and we're going to get an A+ with our sales page. If you're selling a product or service, this is the next test that you got to get by, and I'll put a test on here too. I've passed all of these tests because I put my AI system together, and we do get multiple appointments per rep every day. So I know that that's working. The communication back and forth that we programmed in there, I know that that's working because I see people thinking that they're having conversations with real people when they're talking to a machine. And then I know that we got an A+ with talking to them on the phone. We have a script that we put in place. It's tested, tried and true. I call it my $1 million script. My sales reps always, when they get people on the phone, they close out about 75% of the people that they talk to on the closing rate. Basically, if they don't make that close, it's because the person just didn't have enough money at the time to be able to afford our services. The sales page is something that was like a dream come true for me, because I had said, if I can make sales without having my reps talk to them, the AI wasn't there before, but if I can make sales utilizing this here, because this is just a monthly fee service, to go to my sales page and that people would automatically buy that way without having to always have my sales reps involved, I would be able to make money when I'm asleep. And that's exactly what I do. A lot of people sign up with this particular company to do business with us in the middle of the night, 9 p.m. I had one this morning at 6 a.m. in the morning, filled out everything, credit card, became a customer. And we have multiple people do that all the time at night. And so that's why this is very important. And if your business is able to do that, to where you can, maybe you have a product and you want to make sales 24/7, this is an excellent way for you to be able to do it. Even if you don't utilize phone and text and all of that stuff, you could utilize AI to get people to go back to the sales page that you have for your product or service. So if you need help with generating leads, you need help, you want to get a consultation on, how you can get your company in line to be able to generate leads to boost the sales. The links are below this video. I have different trainings where I teach you how to advertise on the different platforms, how to lead generate on the different platforms. I want to also let you know that I really do this. I don't just make videos here on YouTube and like pretender, like I'm a pretender of generating leads. I put my money on the line every day for my businesses to generate leads, and I turn those leads into sales for various companies that I own. And I also help my clients do this. So this stuff is true. This is not like a gimmick. This is real deal information. Please like this video. Please post your questions and comments. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams with Making Money with Stephen A. Williams here.